This is modern sugar production, a perfect marriage of agriculture and advanced manufacturing.
Every single day, facilities around the world process over 2 million tons of sugarcane to create the sugar that sweetens our lives. These remarkable plants take 12 to 18 months to reach full maturity, storing up to 16% pure sucrose in their fibrous stalks.
Each stalk is packed with sweet juice that will soon be transformed through an incredible industrial process.
Modern harvesting machines can process up to 60 tons of sugarcane per hour, working around the clock during harvest season.
The machines strip away leaves and tops, keeping only the sugar-rich stalks that will head to the factory. During peak harvest, fields like these can yield over 100 tons of sugarcane per acre.
Time is critical. Once cut, the cane must reach the factory within 24 hours before the sugar content begins to degrade.
Specialized transport vehicles carry the precious cargo on the next leg of its journey. Each truck carries up to 30 tons of raw sugarcane toward the processing facility.
This is where nature's sweetness meets modern engineering. A facility capable of processing 10.
The journey from field to factory is complete. Now the real transformation begins.
Every minute counts in this precisely orchestrated industrial dance.
At the unloading station, tons of sugarcane are about to be fed into the factory's hungry processing systems.
Gravity-assisted unloading systems can empty a 30-ton truck in less than 3 minutes.
The conveyor system can transport over 300 tons of cane per hour into the processing facility.
Once inside, the sugarcane enters a precisely controlled environment where every step is monitored.
The receiving system automatically routes the cane to different processing lines based on sugar content tests.
Advanced sensors measure moisture content, sugar levels, and detect any foreign materials. High-pressure washing removes field debris, dirt, and leaves before processing begins.
Clean cane means cleaner juice and higher quality sugar in the final product.
Now comes the first major transformation, turning solid stalks into shredded fiber to release the precious juice inside.
These industrial shredders use centrifugal force to smash the cane at speeds over 1,000 revolutions per minute.
The shredded cane, called prepared cane, is now ready for the crushing mills.
The crushing mills apply over 2,000 tons of pressure to squeeze every drop of juice from the fibrous cane. As the rollers crush the fiber, they extract the sugar-rich juice, the key ingredient for making pure sugar.
This raw juice contains about 15% sugar, along with water, fiber particles, and natural impurities.
The leftover fiber, called bagasse, isn't wasted. It becomes fuel for the factory's boilers.
Quality control begins immediately, testing sugar content, pH levels, and purity at every stage.
Thousands of gallons of raw juice flow toward the next stage, clarification and purification.
The crushing section operates 24 hours a day during harvest season, processing a continuous river of sugarcane.
Before we can make pure white sugar, the dark raw juice must go through a remarkable purification process.
Lime is added to the juice to neutralize acids and bind impurities, preparing them for removal.
Heating the mixture to near boiling accelerates the chemical reactions and helps impurities separate.
In the clarifier tanks, gravity does the work. Impurities settle to the bottom while cleaner juice rises.
The clarified juice is now significantly purer, though still golden brown in color.
The clarified juice still contains about 85% water that needs to be removed to concentrate the sugar.
Quality control tests ensure the clarification process has removed enough impurities before moving to the next stage.
Filter presses provide a final cleaning step, removing any remaining particles through fine mesh screens. The filtered juice is now ready for one of the most energy-intensive steps, evaporation.
Next comes the transformation from dilute juice to thick, concentrated syrup.
In these evaporators, heat and vacuum pressure work together to remove tons of water, concentrating the sugar without burning it.
Multiple evaporators work in sequence, each one operating at lower pressure than the last to maximize efficiency.
As water evaporates, the juice transforms from thin liquid to thick syrup, increasing from 15% sugar to over 60%.
The factory recycles most of the steam, making the process energy efficient.
Each stage removes more water, gradually transforming juice into concentrated syrup.
Precise control of temperature and pressure is critical. Too much heat will caramelize the sugar and ruin the batch.
After passing through multiple evaporators, the syrup has lost over 70% of its original water content.
This thick syrup is now ready for the most crucial step, crystallization, where liquid sugar transforms into solid crystals.
Final tests measure the syrup's sugar concentration and purity before crystallization begins.
Now comes the moment of transformation, where liquid syrup becomes solid sugar crystals.
Under carefully controlled vacuum and temperature, the syrup is boiled until it reaches supersaturation, the point where crystals can form.
Seed crystals are added to give the sugar a starting point. Millions of tiny crystals that will grow larger as more sugar deposits on them.
Over several hours, the crystals grow larger and larger, feeding on the surrounding sugar-rich syrup.
Crystallization requires absolute precision, temperature within 1 degree, vacuum pressure exactly controlled.
When crystallization is complete, the massacrete, crystal-filled syrup, is discharged for separation. Now the crystals must be separated from the remaining syrup, a job for these powerful centrifuges.
Each centrifuge can process over 2 tons of massacrete per cycle.
Spinning at incredible speeds, centrifugal force separates the heavy syrup from the solid crystals.
The separated syrup, now called molasses, is collected and can be further processed or used in other products.
What remains are raw sugar crystals, golden in color, and about 97% pure sucrose.
These raw crystals could be sold as brown sugar, but most will continue to the refining process to become pure white sugar.
The raw sugar moves on to refining, the final purification that creates the white table sugar we recognize. Some factories stop here, selling raw sugar to refineries, but integrated facilities complete the entire process.
The final transformation awaits, from golden raw sugar to pure white refined sugar.
Refining begins by dissolving the raw crystals back into liquid, a step that allows final impurities to be removed.
Hot water dissolves the crystals rapidly, creating a concentrated sugar solution called liquor.
Activated carbon absorbs remaining color compounds and impurities, beginning the whitening process.
Multiple filtration stages remove smaller and smaller particles until the solution is crystal clear.
Ion exchange resins remove the last traces of color, transforming the golden liquid into a water-clear solution.
The purified solution must be concentrated again before final crystallization can begin. This time, pure white crystals will form from the purified solution.
These crystals grow just like the raw sugar crystals did, but this time there are no impurities to discolor them.
The white masa wheat heads to centrifuges for the final separation. One final spin removes any remaining moisture and syrup, leaving pure white sugar crystals. The crystals still contain about 2% moisture, too much for storage and packaging.
Industrial dryers blast hot air through the sugar, reducing moisture to less than 0.05%.
The sugar is now completely dry, stable, and ready for packaging. Screening ensures consistent crystal size, fine sugar, standard granulated, or coarse crystals for different applications.
From sugarcane juice to pure white crystals, the transformation is complete. But the journey isn't over yet.
Before any sugar leaves the factory, it must pass rigorous quality control tests to ensure purity, color, and crystal size meet international standards.
Microscopic analysis reveals crystal structure, uniformity, and any potential defects invisible to the naked eye.
Automated analyzers test hundreds of parameters, from sucrose content to ash levels, in minutes. Polarimetry measures optical rotation to determine exact sucrose content. Refined sugar must be 99.8% or higher.
Color grade determines market value. The whiter the sugar, the more complete the refining process.
Moisture content must stay below 0.05%. Any higher, and the sugar will cake and clump in storage.
Every batch is documented, complete traceability from field to final package.
Only when quality control approves does the sugar move to packaging. No compromises on purity.
In the packaging hall, precision automation fills thousands of bags per hour, preparing sugar for distribution around the world.
Each package is filled with exact precision. Whether 1 kilogram or 50 kilograms, accuracy is within 5 grams.
Automated systems handle, open, fill, and seal hundreds of bags per hour without human hands touching the product. Gravity and controlled release ensure fast filling without damaging the sugar crystals.
Airtight sealing protects the sugar from moisture and contamination during storage and transport.
Every package is marked with complete traceability information, batch number, production date, and quality certification.
Visual inspection catches any packaging defects before the product leaves the facility.
Robotic palletizers can stack over 1,200 bags per hour, building perfect pallets ready for shipping.
Stretch wrapping protects the pallets during transport and warehouse storage.
Each pallet represents the culmination of an incredible journey, from field to finished product. Digital tracking ensures real-time inventory management and seamless logistics coordination.
Climate-controlled warehouses maintain perfect conditions until the sugar is shipped to distributors, retailers, and eventually, your table.
The final stage, distribution to markets near and far, completing the journey from sugarcane field to consumer. Each truck can carry up to 20 tons of packaged sugar, delivering to supermarkets, bakeries, food manufacturers, and export terminals.
Proper securing prevents damage during transport, ensuring the sugar arrives in perfect condition. From this single facility, hundreds of tons of sugar ship out every day to satisfy sweet cravings around the world. Some sugar travels just a few miles to local stores, while other shipments cross oceans to international markets.
This is modern sugar production, a perfect marriage of agriculture and advanced manufacturing.
From towering sugarcane in tropical fields to these perfect white crystals, the journey spans continents.
In just 15 minutes, you've witnessed a transformation that takes days in real time. Nature's sweetness refined by human ingenuity. Every spoonful of sugar represents this incredible industrial ballet. Precision, chemistry, and engineering working in harmony. Whether in your morning coffee, your favorite dessert, or 1,000 other products, refined sugar is one of the world's most ubiquitous ingredients.
The cycle continues, new crops growing, new harvests beginning. an endless supply of nature's sweetness.
Behind every factory is a team of dedicated workers, operators, technicians, quality controllers, ensuring every batch meets the highest standards. From sugarcane to sugar, inside the factory, you've seen the full process. If you enjoyed